Hi, my friends. It's Mrs. Alexander, and today we're working on Module 3, Lesson 30, and it's our second day. We're going to solve division problems with a 0 in the dividend or a 0 in the quotient. Here are our vocabulary words we're working with today: division, remainder, dividend, divisor, quotient, and long division. Let's hop down and look at some steps. Here's our steps. We need to divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down, and if we need to, repeat it all. And because we have multiple numbers in our dividend, we need to repeat. So remember these steps. Divide. So how many times did the divisor go into our dividend? Then we need to multiply. We multiply the number we put in the quotient by our divisor to put underneath our dividend. And then the number under our dividend, we need to subtract it. Once we subtract, we have a new dividend, but we have more numbers from the original dividend that we need to bring down. And then we repeat once we get our new dividend. Let's go practice it. Here's our example. We have 8,313 divided by 4. So we know right here, this 4 is our dividend. So I'm going to put it right there. And then we have 8,313. Okay, you guys, looks scary, but we got this. First thing we do is we look at this 4 and we see how many goes into 8. Okay, I'm struggling with knowing how many times 4 goes into 8. So let's bounce over to here and let's quick write in our facts. This might make it a little easier. I'm going to go ahead and do a text box because I want to make sure I see what I need to see. And of course, I want to change everything up. I'm going to do purple today. So we're going to do 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. Now remember, if you know your facts and you just want to write in the multiples, you can. But I know some people might be struggling, and I don't want them to think, oh, I'm not good enough, so I don't have to do anything. I want you to do something that makes it possible for you to do your multiplication facts. So if you write it out like this, you can do that. And if you want to write it out like this and you still struggle, that's okay. You can always go back to the way we did it before, where we do the 4 plus 4 to get 8, and know that this was 2. Sorry, guys. Know that this is 2. And then you add in 4 more. You could do it this way until you get down to the 9 as well. I'm struggling with the writing. It's not, oh, here we go. Now it's doing it. Let's keep going. But I know my writing, it gets a little big and I don't get as much on. So either way you want to do it, go for it. Do what's best for you. But I'm going to stick with this because this is how I work best. So either way, it's what works best for you guys. So I'm going to hit save and close. I got this one started over here. So I go 4 goes into 8. This is my division. How many times? I look over here and I see that it's 2. So in the quotient, I need to write a 2. 2, and then right here, I imagine there's a multiplication sign. 2 times 4 equals 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. And then I bring down my 3. And now I repeat. 4 goes into 3, and I see that 3 is smaller, and I can't take 4 out of 3. So up here in the quotient, it's really important we put 0, because if not, our number's off. So 0. So I'm saying 0 times. So I'm going to go right here because I don't think about doing it. 0, 4 times 0 equals 0. I never think about doing 0 first, but I guess maybe we should so that we know it's 0. So 0 to 4 are those numbers we have to use 0 for. Okay, 0 times 4 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. And then bring down. I have my 1. 4 goes into 31. So I'm going to look over here. I'm going to actually try to make this just a little bigger for you guys. So I'm looking at 31. So I'm looking at my multiples and getting as close. I have 32. Oh, 32 goes over. So I've got to go the one below, which is 28. And that number is 7. So up here in the quotient, I write a 7, you guys. 7 times 4 is 28. 31 minus 28. So this is where we have to regroup. So this becomes a 2, and this becomes 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. And then bring down. Oh, 2 minus 2 is 0. You can put the 0 there, or you just know it's 0. It's your call. Okay, now I do 4 goes into 33 how many times? I see this is 28. And if I look at the next number, it's 32. And then our next number is 36. So I'm going to go with this one. So right here, I'm going to write an 8. 8 times 4 is 32. And 3 minus 2 is 33 minus 2, 32 is 1. So I have 1. And where does this 1 go? Yes, it goes right up here in our remainder. So I'm going to do this and put a 1. Now we need to check our work. Mrs. Alexander has a bad memory, so she might have to bounce out. I'm going to remember 2078. 2078. Here we go. I'm going to my scribble. 2078. We're going to multiply it by 4. And then right down here, we need to add 1. If I don't put in the add 1 right now, I think I'm going to forget it. So we have 4 times 8, which is 32. Now remember, I always put a plus sign right here. This reminds me I need to add it after I multiply. I do 4 times 7, which is 28, plus 3, 29, 30, 31. So I'll put a 1 right there. And then I put a number 3, you guys. Oh, that 3 did not turn out right. So now I do 4 times 0, which is 0, and we add 3, which gives us 3. And then I do 4 times 2, which is 8. And because I have the remainder, remember, I need to add that. I'm going to quick delete this. Because I've got to bring it up a bit. Apparently, I thought I was going to write bigger. So right here, we need to add 1. So I do 2 plus 1, which gives us 3. I bring down my 1. I bring down my 3. Oops, again. Sometimes my 3 just thinks it's a C. A backwards C. Ooh, or a backwards E. That's a little better. And this is the answer that should be our dividend. Let's save and close and go look. Look, 8,313, 8,313. So here's our answer to 8,313 divided by 4 is 2,078 with the remainder 1. As you're doing this, you guys, take your time. Remember to have fun with it. If you like this video, hit the like button. Also subscribe. I have a lot of good videos on here. And hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I do new videos. Remember to breathe. It's all worth it. Math is in the world and it is good. Also, please remember to smile, giggle, and wiggle. I'll talk to you later. Bye.